You're building your speaking career and everyone's telling you to know your worth and never speak for free. But here's the reality. When you're starting out, paid opportunities are rare. Meanwhile, there are hundreds of unpaid speaking opportunities happening every single week that established speakers are ignoring. What if I told you that some of my biggest breakthroughs came from stages where I didn't get paid a dime? The key is knowing how to extract maximum value from these opportunities. Let me break down the 3-pillar system for you. First, relationships are everything. When you speak at an unpaid event, you're not just talking to an audience. You're connecting with event organizers who run multiple events throughout the year. You're meeting attendees who have their own communities, masterminds, and retreats. Here's what most speakers miss. That person sitting in the third row might actually run a private mastermind with 50 high-level entrepreneurs. Plus, the event organizer might have connections to corporate clients who pay $10,000 per keynote. See, I always make it a point to connect with at least 5 people after every talk. Not to pitch them, but to genuinely learn about what they're building. These relationships compound over time. And if there's anything that you should remember from this video, it's that there are resources in relationships. So start building them now. Second, treat unpaid gigs as your testing ground. If you're working on a new talk, there's no better place to test it than a low-stakes environment where the pressure is off. You can experiment with new stories, test different openings, and see which parts actually get the biggest reactions. I've completely restructured talks based on feedback from unpaid speaking engagements and repurposed that content into blog posts, articles, workshops, and even 5-figure speaking fees. What you have to remember is that audience feedback is pure gold. They'll tell you exactly what resonated and what fell flat. This is market research you can't buy. Third, documentation is crucial. If you nail the presentation, you need to capture it. This is your proof of concept for future paid opportunities. So here's my system. If budget allows, hire a videographer. But if you're bootstrapping, I love using my DJI Osmo Pocket. It's compact, but shoots professional quality footage. If you're on a tight budget, ask a friend to film with their smartphone, or you can set up your smartphone on your own tripod. The key is getting multiple angles, wide shots of you presenting, close-ups of the audience reactions, and testimonials immediately after your talk when the energy is high. Now here's a pro tip for testimonials. Don't just ask, "What did you think?" Instead, ask very specific questions. What's one insight you'll implement this week? Or how will this change your approach to insert specific topic? These targeted questions give you sound bites you can actually use in your marketing. So if you get a generic testimonial like, "Oh, it was a great presentation," that's not actually going to help you sell future paid speaking engagements. But if someone were to say in their testimonial, "Her strategy helped me increase my revenue by 30%, that's marketing gold. Here's what happens when you execute the system consistently. That unpaid local business event leads to a connection with someone who runs corporate workshops. The nonprofit gala gets you in front of a board member who needs a keynote speaker for their company retreat. I've seen speakers land $25,000 contracts from relationships built at unpaid events. The key is playing the long game and treating every opportunity as an investment in your future. So here's your action step. Find 3 unpaid speaking opportunities in the next 30 days and apply this 3-pillar system. Build relationships, test your material, and capture everything. Honestly, your future 6-figure speaking career will thank you. Now, if you're already a speaker, I want to know, what's been your experience with unpaid speaking engagements? Let me know in the comments below. And until then, I'll see you in the next one.